Got a review Enola Holmes. Kinda stuck what to say though. Do you have any ideas? What is up everyone, Movie Wayne back again with another review, and this is going to be for the film Enola Holmes, and this is directed by Harry Bradbeer, starring Millie Bobby Brown, Henry Cavill, Sam Claflin and Helena Bonham Carter. Now this tells the story of Enola Holmes, yes, the sister of the famous detective Sherlock, trying to unravel her own mystery as she wakes up one day and finds out that her mother has suddenly disappeared. Now when I first seen the trailer for this, I thought it looked like a really fun time. However, I did have one little concern there, and that was Millie Bobby Brown breaking the fourth wall to the audience constantly. And I just thought, if she's going to do this in the actual film, is it going to become a bit of an annoyance? But actually, it doesn't. It's actually one of the biggest positives of Enola Holmes, and it does actually find a very nice balance there and doesn't feel overused whatsoever. Speaking of Millie Bobby Brown, she is awesome in this movie. I was so surprised yet impressed. By the age of just 16, the way she was able to carry this movie by the horns and just make it her own. She brings so much likability and charisma to the character of Enola that I think that's why the fourth wall breaking, works so well. It just shows that the platform of Stranger Things is going to propel her to greatness, and I can see nothing but a bright future for her. Now there is a mystery aspect to this movie, but I feel at heart this is more of an adventure film. Enola Holmes has to go out into the big wide world, and there's some great looking locations here. It's all very nicely shot with some vibrant colours and great looking scenery. Now there is a moment here where Enola Holmes meets a young boy on the train, and they have to try and escape the main villain of the film. And it was honestly so well shot and my favourite part of the whole movie. It was kind of like Indiana Jones, very fast paced. Looked very dangerous but fun to watch at the same time, and there's some really nice overhead shots here used as well, you know, showing out the great countryside and everything. It was just really nice to look at. And it's not just this scene which is fast paced either, really. The story is always going, it never breathes. Enola Holmes is always on the move, trying to uncover the next mystery and meeting all these new characters in all different types of places. It's a fun movie for sure. Because I mentioned the villain there, I'll quickly just go over him again. He was quite the bad guy. He had no problem killing kids. Every time he showed up, he was a constant threat. And he was quite a menace. And it's always a good thing when a movie has a strong villain, I feel. So that goes in Enola Holmes' favour. Henry Cavill is also great here as Sherlock. However, if you are a Henry Cavill fan and you've come to this movie because of him, I must pre-warn you that he's not in it for very long, about 15 minutes of the 2-hour runtime there. However, I can see Netflix maybe coming up with a Sherlock Holmes movie and Henry Cavill leading that role, because why not? However, there were a few things that did irk me about this film a little bit. The second half of the movie is nowhere near as strong as the first, and this is mainly down to Enola Holmes starting to get into another mystery there involving this young lord, and I just think it would have been better if it stuck to the disappearance of her mother and unravelled itself to the audience as it went on. But it sort of forgets that storyline and moves on to the other, and I wasn't a fan of this second storyline, to be honest. And quickly it tries to tie itself up at the end there, and it just felt a little bit rushed. They also tried to force this on-screen romance, and it just didn't work for me. If there's one bad thing to say about Millie Bobby Brown, it's the chemistry on screen with this young boy. It just didn't impact what they were going for me, and basically, I just didn't care. Also, this is a very minor nitpick. As good as this film looks, when they're in London for the second half of the movie, it looks a little bit too clean there, and it just wouldn't look like that back in those days. Kind of just takes you out of the time period, just a little bit. However, despite some of these flaws and the first half of the movie being marginally better than the second, I still had such a fun time with Enola Holmes, and this is mainly down to Millie Bobby Brown's performance. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie now. I'm going to give Enola Holmes a 7 out of 10. I feel like Netflix are really improving lately, and I'm excited to see what else they can bring in future. Like I said, maybe a Sherlock Holmes movie with Henry Cavill there. Okay, I always like to end these reviews with a little fun fact. Now, the fun fact for Enola Holmes is that there was no reference to Sherlock Holmes having a sister in the original Doyle books. Enola Holmes' character actually came from a Nancy Springer set of novels called The Enola Holmes Mysteries, so that's where her character actually comes from. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you want more reviews, maybe you should subscribe, it's up to yourself. If you want to comment about the movie Enola Holmes, leave it down below. I will reply to every single one of you, I promise. Take it all easy guys, and I'll see you all next video.